All right, and welcome everybody back inside the den. We have probably our most anticipated players only of the year. It is my pleasure to be sitting across the table from an Olympic gold medal champion for USA Hockey. He also happens to play defense for our little team here in Wausau, the Wausau River Wolves, but it is number 4 defenseman Tyler Balcerak. Tyler, thanks for being here. How are you doing after such an amazing experience?
I'm doing well, thank you. It was a very well experience. It was an amazing experience. I couldn't forget about it. I think that was the most surreal experience I've ever had. But I appreciate being here. Thank you.
Well, yeah, thanks for coming on right away. I mean, you just got back not that long ago. So we'll start there. How long were you? You were in Italy, correct?
Yeah, I was. I was in Chiavenna, Italy. It is about 45 minutes from Switzerland. I was in a very small town. There was not that many people. It was actually very cool. There was mountains everywhere. I mean, nonstop. We played in a really nice rink. It was like there was a roof, but the walls were open, so we could see the mountains as we were playing, and it was actually pretty cool.
Okay, so it was like kind of like an outdoor stadium, but with a covering.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
for sure.
that sounds awesome.
Yep.
So for those of you who may not know, Tyler is part of the deaf community. Take us a little bit into your background there. Were you how fully deaf are you? Is it 1 ear? Is it both ears? Or?
I'm fully deaf. I can only hear like 10-15% in both ears. When I have it on, I can hear like 80-85%, but like when I have it off, 10-15% is where I can only hear.
Which is a pretty insane difference. So,
Yeah.
so that awarded you the opportunity to get involved with the Deaf Olympics here. So I would only have to assume that it's probably quite a range of ages and talent that makes up this Team USA team, correct? Or
Yeah,
is it?
it goes from 16 to I think the oldest we had was 36 years old.
Oh
He was
wow.
our goaltender. He used
Okay.
to play for Princeton University NCAA D1 hockey. That was that, and our captain was actually 27 years old. So I mean, it was ranging from 16 to 34 or 36 years old. Our youngest player was actually from by my hometown. He's about 45 minutes from me. He's just turned 16, so he was actually really nice for him. He had a really young experience and first experience. I think that was the best, especially to win gold medal. I think for me too. So I think that was awesome to experience. Like I said, it goes
Yeah.
from 16 to 34. There's not much.
Yeah, surreal experience, and no matter what age you are, 16, 24, 35, doesn't matter. I mean, you win an Olympic gold medal, that's insane.
Yeah.
Um, so, take it back a little bit. How did you, I guess, make this team or get involved with the team? Was there tryouts? Was there a recruiting process? How did you end up playing for Team USA?
Yeah, so there was tryouts last April in Buffalo, New York, at Northtown Ice Center, and there was about 85 to 100 kids, I'd say, trying out, and there's 23 man roster, and I made it. It was like nice. So when I found out about that, I was pretty stoked, and to hear I'm going to Italy. So
I mean, that's got to feel pretty good, and just as a hockey player, that's got to give you a lot of confidence, that
yeah,
I was good enough to beat out 40, 50 other people, make a national Olympic team,
yeah,
especially when you're competing against, like you said, there were older, more experienced hockey
yeah,
players, probably people that played at a higher level than the NA3,
yeah.
and you were able to beat a lot of them out.
For sure. There, I mean, we had a kid that my captain actually played professionals in SPHL and the ECHL, so that was really nice. And like I said, our goalie was an NCAA D1 goalie, and you don't get that often to play with one of those type of guys. So that was nice. But he gave me a little experience going through. I mean, he had 5 years of experience with well, not 5 years of experience. He had 5 international hockey
Tournaments,
tournaments,
sure.
and that was nice because like for a kid that's starting it up and being a first year, I can take it from my captain and start getting the experience and start learning now, so I can teach the younger guys when they get into their first tournament. And I think that was awesome experience. Like I said, it was so nice to be with the brotherhood and be with the family, and it was nice to see everyone come together for 2 weeks and compete. were the one mission we had in common, and that was to win gold.
Yeah, and you guys obviously were successful in that. Now, does this happen every 4 years, like the regular
Yeah,
Olympics?
yeah. So this is like every 4 years, and then we had World Juniors every 4 years too. But it's split in between, so that's nice. So we get every 2 years we see each other pretty much.
Okay, and you're planning on sticking with this team as long as you can?
Yeah, actually, I am gonna be in Vancouver hopefully in 2021, and then in 2023 we don't know yet for sure, but we will be in Quebec, which will be really nice.
All right. So anybody that maybe didn't get an opportunity to see you guys play at all over the course of this tournament, plenty of opportunities coming up in the years upcoming here. Is there a way to view it? Like, was it broadcasted online anywhere?
Oh
Or
yes, it was on YouTube. There's a channel called WD Media 2019, and the games are still on there, I believe. But we do have a link on Shutterfly. We I will be letting the Los Wolves page know about it, and they can share that, and anyone can watch it.
all right, cool. So let's just go back a little bit before you actually even made it over to Italy. What was the process? Did you guys have any practice time together? Did you all just meet somewhere and fly over to Italy together? Did you all meet there? How did that go down?
Yeah, so after Buffalo, we have summer camp in Bensonville, Illinois. It's called a HIHA, and that's for the deaf community where it plays hockey, and we all get together, and we kind of, the kids that made it, we got to play together and start trying to get used to it now. But there was no, from the time being from tryouts to the games, there was no time. So we actually kind of just like had a group chat, kind of like stayed in touch, tell us how we're working out, how we're doing, and then we all just got together on December 6th. We're in Buffalo, no, actually in JFK, so in New York City, and then we were flying right to Italy. So there was no time really.
Did you have any practice time over in Italy together, or was it
Yeah,
kind of
we
just?
actually did. We actually practiced every day. We actually have morning skate like we do here, but it was actually nice because we actually got to get some work in that we had, especially after we lost at Canada 4-1. So I think when we had more work, we had actually two days worth of practicing. So when we practiced that, we just got all the stuff done and it worked. And we beat Canada the next day in the gold medal game. So that was nice.
All right, so I'm glad you brought that up because that's where I was going to go next. How many games? Obviously, it probably follows the regular Olympic format where you have the first couple rounds
Yeah.
and then you have to get into the medal rounds, and you can only really afford to lose one game or so in those opening rounds. So, how many games did you play total before the medal round?
We played 4 games total. So we played Finland first, and then Russia, and then Kazakhstan, and then Canada. So we played 4 in round robin, and then we made it to the gold medal game. So we knew we were in the gold medal game after the third game because after we won all 3, you have the sense of making it in. So we
Sure.
made that in, and we were 3-0 going in against Canada, and our main focus was just seeing how they were and have them see how we were, and they just got us in the first game, and then we just knew after that first game we just knew we had them. We just knew what to do because we didn't put our starting lineup out really. We kind of had the other guys play and have them get the chance to see how that was. So that was nice to have. But
Sure.
honestly, there's 4 games, and then the 5th one was the medal game.
All right, that's a pretty savvy veteran move. I don't know if that's your coaching staff or whose idea that was, but maybe, hey, we don't have to beat Canada this first time. Let's see what they got. Let's put maybe not our best guys, but not show our full playbook to them this first time around. It's kind of like what the Patriots do over the course of the NFL season and stuff when they play other teams that they know they're gonna have to face down the line.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say Canada was probably the best team there, other than you?
Oh yeah, Canada was definitely the best team there. And actually, to do a throwback, in 2017 we actually won the gold medal that year in Buffalo, New York. And when that happened, we actually played Canada in the last game, and we lost the first game and played them again in gold medal and won 6-1 that game that year. So to do a little throwback that's just the same as what
Same
happened
thing,
here,
yeah.
and it was nice to have that feeling again.
And what was
So,
the score of the gold medal game this time?
this time it was 7-3. We beat Canada.
All right, so you did it pretty handily, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't have to worry too much. That must have been a great feeling all throughout the game.
Mhm.
You know, you're slowly every minute that ticks towards or ticks down. You know, you're that much closer to a gold medal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, gold medal not here today. I was hoping I would get to see it,
Actually,
but
I do
you
have
you
it.
have it in your
I do
pocket.
have
Oh,
it in my pocket.
I figured you'd have it around your neck. But
Uh-huh.
all right, let's see this
I
beast.
kept it in my pocket, and here it is right there.
Wow. Oh, that's. See, okay, I played in a tournament in Lake Placid, New York, way back when I was young, and we won a bronze medal. And it's bigger physically, but it's not nearly this heavy.
Yep.
So this thing's maybe 2 inches across. It's
Yep.
very nice and heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's super cool. Maybe we'll try and take a picture of it and post
Yes.
it as the like profile picture for this episode or something.
For sure. Yep.
So I guess take me through. I guess you don't have to really take me through the championship game. We talked a little bit about that, but take me through your personal experience as a hockey player. What was your highlight? Did you have any points, or did you make a big hit, or like what was the personal highlight for you on the ice over there?
On the ice, I think I played great, honestly, and I usually don't play deaf, and it was kind of like a little overwhelming experience at first trying to play deaf and get used to it on the ice, and I think that was nice.
So were you guys not allowed to wear
Yeah, we
any
were not
hearing
allowed to wear our
devices?
hearing,
Oh wow, I didn't realize that. So that throws
That's
a whole
actually
new
against
kink
the
into things.
rules in the Deaf Olympics. You
Okay.
cannot wear your hearing at all. So that was it was kind of overwhelming at first, like I said, because I'm not used to that. I usually wear it when I'm on the ice,
Yeah.
especially here. And when I wasn't wearing it, I kind of got used to it, and it was nice. But on the ice, I mean, I put 5 points up in 5 games, so a point
Wow.
per game wasn't bad. When that happened, that was nice to see that and translate it over here. And then I actually had, in the first game we played against Canada, I actually had a really big hit. It's actually online. I can show, I can have the river show it, but it was a really nice hit. Honestly, I was just being physical and just trying to get as much shots and just do my job on the ice, and I did that, and I thought bringing home the gold medal just made me feel like I accomplished my job. That's pretty much it.
And 5 points. I mean, it's not like it's not like you were just on the team at that point. Like not at all. 5 points is pretty significant,
Yeah.
especially against other international talent.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still just thinking about like the fact that I guess I didn't realize at all that you guys had to play fully deaf and how many extra challenges that would throw in to your game, especially since you're used to playing with hearing.
Yep, for sure.
And I assume most people had those same struggles, but it kind of put everybody on an even playing field. But wow, that's even more respect to you guys after knowing that. So this whole experience, how much more confidence does that give you coming back to play in the NA3 or wherever you play beyond the Wausau River Wolves?
I mean, it gives me much more confidence than before leaving. I mean, when I come back, I was playing last night against Rochester. I started feeling whole again. I started feeling like I was myself. I just knew what I was doing, and it was actually great because like when I came back, just learning from the older guys back in Italy, I just now brought that here. Kind of like stepped up my game and started realizing like I got much more talent than I did before, and I think that's what brought me back to playing.
Yeah, just a total boost in confidence. I actually, if you listen to the broadcast, I said something along those same exact lines. I said, you can tell Tyler's playing with maybe a newfound confidence and just you were being aggressive. You were you made that self pass to yourself off the back of the net behind I think it was LaForge playing at the time, but just doing stuff and not only making the most of your opportunities, but like I said, playing aggressive, and you could just tell you had a different demeanor, a different attitude out there. And I before talking to you, I attributed that to your experience over in the Olympics, and obviously now you're confirming that. But I mean, how can that not change you as a hockey player and as a person too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it like I said, it changed me and it made me who I was, and I liked it. It was nothing wrong with it.
So you guys play the gold medal game. You win 7-3.
Mm-hmm.
take me through receiving your actual gold medal. Was it just like you see in Miracle, where you guys all got one by one and you pile on the podium?
Yeah, it was like that. So Canada was lined up on the blue line, and Russia was lined up on the other blue line, and we were lined up by the benches, and so Russia came around, shook hands, got their bronze medal. Like Canada got their silver medal, shook hands with us and Russia. But when we got the gold medal, everyone, I had my implants in at the time, so I could hear everything, and it was crazy because everyone was screaming and roaring, and it was just crazy because all I see is I turn around and I see the fans. I'm just like, wow, we just did it.
Yeah.
And when we went up to get the gold medal, I was just stoked. I was just like, oh my god, I have no words. I have no idea what to do. So I had it around my neck, and I was like, I don't know if I should touch it. I don't know what to do. And I just kept shaking hands with the other teams, and then we sung our national anthem, and that was unreal. I mean, we were all looking at each other. We were all just crying and having tears of joy. It was just awesome. I mean, I probably will never forget about that ever.
And what's the locker room like after that? You guys celebrate on the ice,
so
you get back in?
Yeah, so we actually had champagne after, and we started shaking the bottle. There's actually pictures of it, and I was in it, and I just started screaming, and we started shaking the champagne. We actually sung the USA hockey chant song. They usually, if you look it up, it's on World Juniors. They won it back in, I think it was 2008 or 2010 or something like that. And they actually had a chant. They all took a knee, and they all started clapping hands and started singing. And I think we used that chant, and then we started shaking the champagne again, and then we went back out there for the gold medal, actually for the closing ceremony, and then get our medals, and then it was pretty much it. And we just started celebrating again, and honestly, it wasn't bad because it was. When we were celebrating, everyone was just all happy. We were all with our families. We ate dinner, and it was just such a fun time. And we stayed up all night because we had to celebrate.
Oh, you have to. You have to. What's the next day like, though? Did you guys leave Italy right away, or did you have some time?
Yeah, so we left Italy the next morning, and I thought that was nice because we all got together one last time just to hang out. We actually had an hour and a half drive to Milan because there's no airports around us except Milan, and so we did an hour and a half there, and then we all just saw each other go. We went on the plane, went back to JFK in Buffalo or New York City, and then we just said goodbye one last time. And it's kind of sad, but it's what it is. You can't do much about it.
And you're gonna see them again in a couple of years, like you mentioned. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wow, what a story, what an opportunity, and congratulations to you, everybody else on the team, and make sure that you can keep up with Tyler on Instagram, right?
Yep.
What's your Instagram handle?
My Instagram is Balcerak, my last name .Tyler.
All right, so keep up with him there, and you can keep up with all of his future endeavors with the Team USA, like he mentioned, junior. What is it? World Juniors coming up, yeah. World Juniors coming up, and then the Olympics again in 4 more years. And you're only, 21 years old, something like that?
18.
You're 18? Oh,
yes.
Geez. You look older than that. But,
yeah.
Okay, so you got a long time to go. You got a lot of these tournaments ahead of you yet. So a lot of years of good hockey to look forward to. Make sure you follow Tyler on his Instagram. And if you see him after one of the next Riverwolf games or something like that, shake his hand and say congratulations. I'm sure he won't mind. And honestly, Tyler, you didn't really miss too much over at the NA3 showcase. So
yeah, I know. I saw that. I was cheering for the boys back home. And,
yeah, I'm sure.
It's what it is. It happens.
Yeah, I'm sure you were supporting them all you could, but I bet almost every single one of them, actually every single one of them, would have traded in an instant their spot to be in your spot.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, one last congratulations to you, and thanks for sitting down with me here. Make sure to catch the Riverwolves in action whenever they play on Hockey TV, including tonight as you guys head over to Rochester. So best of luck with that, and we'll see you sometime soon.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
That is Olympic gold medalist and Wausau Riverwolves defenseman number 4, Tyler Balcerak.